Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I want when you get a chance to uh check out the trailer for this movie, and I want you to see the trailer for this movie, the hypocrisy alone that's going on in this movie. But this is what I say about that we have no allies and about people swagger jacking our culture, but then not respecting us, but at the same time trying to diss us, and trying to, you know, vilify us and try to portray us as overseers and oppressors. Now, one thing about me, like I said, I don't have no problem calling nobody out. If I have to call people in my community out, I'll call them out. If I have to call people out from the Hispanic community, the white community, now I'm calling people out from the Asian community because now they have decided to try to target us. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to let my people be unfairly vilified and categorized and stereotyped as being the root of all evil globally. But that's just a little ploy that's been going on forever. Everybody will join forces to go against black people. And like I said, the trailer itself is offensive. And I see a lot of sneak disses towards black people. Now, I'm going to talk about the Jeremy Lin thing in this video as well. Now, in case you guys don't know, Jeremy Lin is hollering about that he's going through racism while he's playing in the G League. First of all, Jeremy Lin has had chance after chance. He's played for team after team. I cannot keep track of how many teams Jeremy Lin has played for because Jeremy Lin isn't really that good. He's okay, but he's had his opportunity to play. He's made millions of dollars. So for him trying to play this role, talking about the people are calling him coronavirus and all this stuff. Well, what about the names Russell Westbrook was getting called? Russell Westbrook was getting called the N-word. And once again, I keep telling this to black people, young and old. Stop letting these people that are not black use that N-word. Because at the end of the day, whether it's the one with the A or the ER, they secretly disrespected you. Stop feeling like it's a badge of honor, like one cornball nigga told that to me. You know what I'm saying? A dude I used to do videos with, you know what I'm saying? Talk all that black shit, but you can't pay him to be with a black woman. There's quite a few of them niggas like that. But nevertheless, it is what it is. But as far as Jeremy Lin goes, Jeremy Lin can pretty much go to hell. And that's just real talk. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to talk about the racism that's being directed towards us. And as far as California passing laws that strictly protects them, this is what I'm talking about. We got to beg people to acknowledge things that's purposely being did to us. But then you got people that look like us going against the grain, saying that we shouldn't get reparations and all. And like I said, I'm going to get to Herschel Walker's black ass later on today. But as far as Jeremy Lin go, cry me a river. You know what I'm saying? And I already debunked that whole notion that black people are targeting Asians and that we're harassing them. Because like I said, we show keeping them rich. We making them billionaires. Now, like I said, nobody wants to talk about the racism they ensued towards us and directed towards us. Coming in our neighborhoods, putting up businesses and stuff, disrespecting us, disrespecting our women. But at the same time, they make hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars a year, but you can't even pay them to hire somebody that look like us. That's the thing, you know. But, this was designed by black people. This is why I keep saying that we could have been separate but equal. Integration was the worst thing that ever happened to black people. Like I say, we continue to make everybody else rich, but we don't have our own stuff. Because we've been conditioned to believe that we can't own businesses, we can't run them properly, and they can't survive. But this is why I tell you young brothers and sisters, the new generation, go to school. You know what I'm saying? Initiate, infiltrate. infiltrate, learn their systems, and then bring it back and initiate it here. It's up to y'all youngsters to save black people. And like I said, the same way people infiltrate us and use us, do the same to them. But let me talk about this movie that's coming out, that's directed by a man by the name of Eddie Hung, that they heavily trying to promote around the the internet. The movie and the title of the movie alone is Hypocrisy. Now, the movie is called Boogie, and it's about a Chinese high school, I guess, basketball star that has dreams of going into the NBA. But he feels like he has to go that extra mile to prove himself, because basically he feels that, and particularly blacks, are standing in the way, and that nobody will believe him and accept him as an Asian basketball player. And then his antagonist, I think, is played by the late rapper Pop Smoke, rest in peace. Now, I'm putting up pictures of this dude, Eddie Hung. Now, as you can see how he looks and dress, he's cultural appropriating black people. Now, he has his hair cut like a black person with the low fade. He's dressing like a black person, the chains and all this stuff, and the chains and everything, and the Jordans and all that stuff. But that's the story of America. Like I say, people will copy our swag, but then at the same time they talking shit about us. And then he's talking about, oh, I got 5,000 years of history that, riding on this. Well, we got tens of thousands of years of history, but then we're not acknowledged what we contribute to society. We're not allowed to be proud of who we are, because whenever we say, hey, it's Black History Month, you got people saying that's racist. But if a Chinese person say, hey, I'm celebrating the history of my ancestors, oh, that's a good thing. But if a black person say, we're just celebrating African American history, oh, that's racist. And not only do you hear that from people that are not black, you hear that from black people that are paid to say that something is wrong with it. Just like you had that immigrant Nigerian piece of shit, talking about he gonna get rid of Black History Month, but didn't say he gonna get rid of none of the other holidays or days that celebrate other cultural heritage. But this is the ongoing thing. This has been going on for a while. Like I said, we are the only race that's made to feel guilty about being proud of who we are. And this is why I continue to give, the Mayonnaise Nation and anybody that don't look like us the middle finger. Because like I said, if you are proud to celebrate who you are, where you came from, why do you try to make us feel guilty about doing it? Why do you always try to suppress everything we do? And like I said, once again, I ain't no person of color. I'm black. Okay? The funny part about it is, if you look at the character Boogie, and here's another little shot, a little dig that they trying to direct towards black men. His love interest is some black girl. So not only does he feel like he's being discriminated against and going through racism, he wants to date our women, but at the same time insinuate that he's being oppressed. So whoever this director is, he must secretly have a desire for black women. Now, I did a little bit of research. His wife looks like him, but I guess he has a secret desire towards black women. And keep in mind, I've been talking about this, how they been trying to do this thing where they've been trying to align and attach black women, whether it be commercials or movies, to anybody but black men. You look at these commercials, you got black women with white men or non-black men. And this is being designed. Like I said, first of all, the character's name is Boogie. Street, urban, and you should know who is that associated with. And then once again, has the low fade, and then he quote unquote dresses urban. Like I said, people love our culture and try to steal it, but then they don't love us. But this is an ongoing thing. First of all, let me explain something. Do you remember that? Look, Yao Ming went #1 overall many years ago, and Yao Ming turned out to be a great basketball player. Even though he was injury prone, nobody had a problem with Yao Ming. Now, I know Shaquille O'Neal made that joke which got blew out of proportion, and Shaquille O'Neal apologized, but like I said before, when black people go to Asia and stuff, they are victims of racism and discriminated against. Certain areas of Asia, if you go to, they won't even serve you. They won't serve you food. That was proven. Do you remember that guy? What's his name? What was that Asian basketball player named Wayne Zhizilian or some shit like that, who got drafted he got drafted real high up in the draft. I forgot who he got drafted by. I think he got drafted by the Mavericks or something. Maybe I'm wrong. But he got drafted very high and he was a flop. Okay. I played hoop at Mosswood Park. That's in North Oakland or West Oakland, Northwest Oakland, over there by the Henry J. Kaiser Hospital. And across the street used to be NB Mall. I played basketball there. I used to go play hoop in this park that a lot of people go to in Alameda by the beach. And I played hoop at 24 Hour Fitness. I played basketball with every type of ethnic group you could think of. Okay, if you can ball, you can ball. When we picked teams, we went by, had we played with them before, and we seen what their game was. Nobody wasn't purposely bullying the Asian basketball players. So that's a lie. That's just, once again, another stigma that they trying to put on black people, and particularly black men, to make it look like we're oppressing everybody. We ain't never stopped no Asians from trying to play hoop. So just stop it. Like I said, black men go through universal racism from everybody. Nobody wants to talk about how that Asian cop in Brooklyn gunned that black man down who was unarmed. And the Asian community put tremendous pressure on the district attorney not to press charges against him, and he got away, even though the dude, ended up dying, the district attorney. So like I said before, please stop the shit. Like I said before, this movie is very disrespectful, like I said. But you sitting up here trying to sneak this black man in this movie, but at the same time, you trying to look like them and play and sort of mimic your game, based off of black men. But like I said, everybody does that. Everybody does that. This is just real talk. But once again, black people, go look at the trailer. Tell me what you think. But this is typical. So I give the middle finger to the director. For real. Eddie Hung, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You think you slick. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.